Ever wondered about the puppet master pulling the strings behind some of your favorite villains? Well, buckle up because today we're delving into the dark and twisted world of Cassandra Nova, the enigmatic villain lurking in the shadows of Deadpool and Wolverine stories. A mastermind who's been pulling the strings from the shadows, orchestrating chaos that even Deadpool and Wolverine couldn't see coming. But who is Cassandra Nova? What's her connection to these two iconic characters? Let's dive into it. In the 2000s, two creative minds, Grant Morrison and Frank Quitely, gave birth to one of the most lethal X-Men villains ever, Cassandra Nova Xavier. This baddie is not your typical villain. She's the evil twin of none other than Professor X himself. Alright, according to Culture Crave, the news is official. Emma Corrin is set to play Cassandra in Deadpool and Wolverine, as confirmed by the copyright details. This backs up earlier rumors sparked by a mysterious bald head in the first Deadpool 3 trailer, which fans correctly guessed belonged to Emma Corrin even before a character had a name. Now you might be wondering, who exactly is Cassandra Nova? Well, she's the evil twin sister of the X-Men leader Charles Xavier, also known as Professor X. This mysterious mutant made her debut in 2001 in the new X-Men number 114 comic, courtesy of Grant Morrison. Deadpool and Wolverine is building up to be a fan fest focused on the X-Men, featuring a plethora of new and returning characters from the series. It has recently been confirmed that the film will star Cassandra Nova, a mysterious mutant with an odd history with the X-Men. So with Cassandra Nova making her debut in the MCU through Deadpool and Wolverine, we're in for a wild ride because, well, she's pretty nasty in the comics. If the movie stays true to her evil and mutant-hating nature, she could be a major villain in the story, considering the abundance of X-Men characters in the mix. Now in the first trailer, we've got Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool teaming up with Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, who seems to get pulled through time by the Time Variance Authority for a secret mission. It's a star-studded cast including Matthew McFadden as Paradox, Stefan Kapicic as Colossus, Brianna Hildebrand as Negasonic Teenage Warhead, and more. In the X-Men storyline called E is for Extinction, which dropped in 2001, Cassandra Nova made her grand entrance. Now here's the crazy part. She's what the alien Shi'ar Empire calls a Mumadai. This is like an astral shadow self that every living people supposedly has. Picture it as a dark, shapeless version of yourself hanging around in the cosmic realm. Now, Cassandra and Charles Xavier, Professor X, shared the same womb, but she didn't get a physical body. So, she did some creepy stuff, copied Charles' DNA and tried to strangle him with her mom's umbilical cord before they were even born. Talk about a wild family drama. But here's a twist. Charles used his mutant powers in the womb, unleashed a psychic blast, and boom, Cassandra was stillborn. So she's like the evil twin that never got to see the light of day. But trust me, she's causing chaos for the mutant race every time she decides to show up. And guess what? Emma Corrin from The Crown is gearing up to bring this wicked character to life in the upcoming Deadpool and Wolverine movie. Get ready for some serious mutant mayhem. So after that whole womb drama, the womb would dry, Cassandra's essence survived as chaotic cellular matter. Imagine a blob of cells clinging to a sewer wall, slowly regrowing and copying human traits. What fueled this blob of chaos? Revenge on her twin brother, Charles Xavier, and his dream for mutants and humans to live together. So, playing the role of Xavier, Nova reveals the X-Men and outs a longtime mutant activist, creating chaos and distrust on Earth. And then she heads off to space with the Shi'ar Empire. Nova messes with the mind of Xavier's lover, Lilandra, the Shi'ar Majestrix, and returns to Earth with a Shi'ar army, aiming to reclaim her original form. Over the years, Nova pops up in different forms, like a manifestation of trauma in Emma's Frost during Astonishing X-Men. She also resurfaces for real when Jean Grey comes back to life in X-Men Red. Her latest appearance in Marauders, where Emma and Kate Pryde trap Cassandra Nova millions of years in the past. When fully grown, Cassandra activated a Sentinel Master mold, unleashing robots in Genosha, wiping out 16 million mutants in one go. A brutal move. And then she tangled with the X-Men, and after the Genoshan tragedy, they thought they had beaten her. But nope, she switched minds with Charles, let him be shot, and caused chaos while pretending to be him. After some mind games and controlled struggles, Xavier reclaimed his body with the help of Jean Grey. They thought they locked Cassandra in a synthetic brain, but she's tricky. They later believed she escaped, but it turned out to be a mind trick by Emma Frost. Cassandra, though, did manage to break free later, hopping from one host body to another. With Sentinel tech and humans, she made them go berserk at the sight of mutants. Jean Grey stepped in, entered Cassandra's mind, and made her feel empathy for the first time, which led to her surrender. So, after the mutant community created their nation on the living island of Krakoa, Cassandra Nova tagged along. Hoping she'd turn over a new leaf, she joined Kate Pryde's Marauders, a group of X-Men doing their thing on the high seas. However, Kate and Emma Frost weren't buying her redemption story, especially since Nova was behind the Genosha genocide and Emma was the lone survivor. During a time travel mission gone haywire, the Marauders got struck over 2 billion years in the past. Seizing the opportunity for payback, Emma and Kate left Cassandra Nova stranded there. What happened next? Well, that's still a mystery, but we doubt it's the last we'll see of her in the comics. Filming of the movie faced a hiccup due to the WGA and SAG-AFTRA strikes, but it kicked back into gear in November 2023, wrapping up in January 2024. Now, the movie's release date got shuffled around due to the lingering effects of the 2023 strikes, making it the only MCU release for 2024. Good news for fans. Alongside Ryan Reynolds reprising his role, Miranda Baccarin is back as Wade Wilson's wife Vanessa. But that's not all. Karen Soni and Leslie Uggams return as Dopinder and Blind Al from the first 2 Deadpool flicks, and we'll see Shioli Kutsuna as Yukio. It remains to be seen whether any other existing characters and their actors will return from the first 2 Deadpool movies or the wider X-Men universe. But given this movie will be the perfect chance to combine the world of Fox and Marvel, we expect plenty of surprise cameos. Jennifer Garner is making a return as Elektra in Deadpool and Wolverine. There's buzz that she might be joined by Ben Affleck's Daredevil and Channing Tatum's Gambit. Exciting, right? Now here's where it gets interesting. There's speculation about a secret cameo, and the name floating around is Daniel Radcliffe. People are wondering if he might fulfill those fan casting dreams and step into the shoes of Wolverine, maybe even as the alternative version known as Patch. And even though Deadpool is now part of Disney, several Marvel officials have repeatedly said that Deadpool 3 will keep its R rating and won't need any tone downs. The masked assassin causes all kinds of deadly chaos, and many fans think the movie will be a loose copy of the Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe plot, with Owen Wilson's Mobius and the TVA chasing him through various universes. Alright, so we're not exactly sure how Cassandra Nova fits into the film's plot, but here's a heads up. One character who might be in a tough spot is Deadpool's fan favorite, Negasonic Teenage Warhead. In the comics, Negasonic Teenage Warhead had a rough start. She first appeared in the early Cassandra Nova series as an X-Men student with the power to see the future. Sadly, she's explicitly killed in Cassandra Nova's Genosha Massacre. Although she later shows up as a hallucination of the traumatized Emma, the character gets resurrected during the Necrosha event and eventually evolves to look more like her filmed counterpart. So if Cassandra Nova's storyline in the movie mirrors the comics, Negasonic Teenage Warhead might face some dire consequences. Now, Cassandra Nova is a heavy hitter in the X-Men universe. As a Mumudrai, she copied all of Charles Xavier's powers and then some. Telepathy, telekinesis, facing through stuff, regenerating like Wolverine, and even evolving latent mutants with just a thought. As for the Deadpool and Wolverine movies, her role might depend on how much they stick to her comic roots. She could just be Xavier's evil twin without the cosmic stuff, or maybe she's an alternate universe, Charles. Given the film's focus on the Void, a place for deleted timelines, she might have used her powerful psychic abilities to rule the roots there after being kicked out. Picture her as the ultimate big bad in the film. We'll find out in July when Deadpool and Wolverine hits the screens. The world of Mutant is about to collide in Deadpool and Wolverine, and Cassandra Nova is stirring up trouble like never before. From the twisted mind of Grant Morrison to the big screen, it's a wild ride. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to stay up to date on all things Mutant. Who knows what surprises are waiting in the void? Until next time, this is your host signing off. Stay marvelous.